Hey guys, welcome back. It's Morbin time. You ready to get Morbin?
Nah, unfortunately, that's the one film I haven't seen recently.
I have also not seen that movie. I am just a horrifically internet addicted person who gets brainworms from the newest meme hit culture
To be
that
fair,
comes straight
though,
into
I
your
think I
brainwaves.
think that the Morbius memes are kind of dying. I think they must be on their way out, surely.
Not to the people that I watch, and not to me.
Oh boy.
It will forever be a brainworm, just like laughing at the Vine fart reverb sound effect.
Okay. Last time we were just talking about some books, okay? Not Morbius the book, not Morbius the comic. We were talking about book series.
Or it's Morbin time though.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah,
so Mabini, what's your favorite book series and or book?
The Dead series by Moya Simons,
Okay.
which is about a primary school boy called Danny Thompson and all of his fun things that he does with his mates and his crush on Mandy Miller. Yeah, a lot of that stuff. It was very relatable to me
In high school.
in primary school and in high school.
Mm.
And a lot of the things that happened, I was like, oh, I'm having a moment that was talked about in the books.
Would you recommend it to people, like someone looking for audiobooks to listen to at work?
I don't even know if there's an audiobook.
There probably is. There's an audiobook for everything,
It might
except
be.
for my autobiography. My favorite book series is probably now the Discworld series. But my favorite book of all time is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which is very different.
Like
Oh
that.
yeah, I was talking about how I watched Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and that film is weirdly cozy. There's not much to say about it really, other than it's kind of annoying. One of the main characters, like the whole film, kind of revolves around this character, who her entire thing is basically that she just refuses to do anything that anyone wants her to do at all. Doesn't matter if it would benefit her or if she actually wants to do it. If someone's like, "You should do this," she's like, "Nope."
oh, the
not
I
anymore."
got him!
Nice.
I got him in the cutscene, it was good.
Eventually, she ends up like killing herself at the end because like she just refuses to do anything
Spoilers.
anyone wants her to do. Dude, that film came out in 2000. Literally 20
spoilers.
2 years ago. What year is it?
It's the year 2022. You're correct.
Okay, yeah, thank you. And then the director went on to create the Hulk. Idiot. And
The Hulk.
Brokeback Mountain. The
Idiot.
last thing I've watched, oh, actually, no, the second to last thing I watched, sorry, is I watched the first episode of Stranger Things Season 4 last night. I've only seen one episode though.
Oh, okay, I've seen the first
Nice.
3 so
Mm.
far. Yeah.
I gotta say, every time a new
I
season
haven't
comes
watched
out, I'm like, do I
Stranger
really want to
Things at
watch
all.
this? And then I watched a couple episodes and I'm like, yeah, this is fine. This is good. I'm enjoying
It's
it, I guess.
fine.
I've heard it's the last season though, which is I'm also
What?
happy about. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was the last season.
I mean, I've heard. I don't know for sure. I guess, but I think it's nice if a show has like a proper ending, especially a Netflix show, because they very rarely get that, as we've talked about before.
I thought you
Yeah.
guys said that they don't. Oh, okay, that they don't end.
Yeah, they just cancelled them prematurely.
Shit. Okay, so I got sports car because I'm up to Heat 3 now. I now
see that.
have SUVs and sports cars chasing after me
Why are you doing this?
to get bounty. I think my bounty's going really good now.
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, I don't know. I'm enjoying it. There's really not much I can say about it. I suppose I've only seen one episode, but it's I don't really know what to think about the show anymore. I thought the first season was very good. I thought the second season was quite derivative. I thought the third season was very fun, but in a completely different way. And so I don't know what to expect of this fourth season, to be honest with you. Actually, that reminds me,
That's
Frank. Do you probably don't? Do you give a shit at all or know anything about Poppy Playtime?
I know a little bit of it from watching some people play.
So you probably know all about the NFTs and stuff.
I've heard that there is something. I didn't hear about the details of it.
Well, let me just ask you this: have you seen anything from the second chapter that recently came out?
No, I just heard there were a lot of negative things about it, but I didn't
Really?
actually watch any new content about the second chapter yet.
That's interesting because I've only heard people say positive things about the second chapter, and I thought it was once again very derivative and boring. Anyway, just wanted to point that out. The last thing I watched or have been watching is Obi-Wan Kenobi on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
As of recording, there is only 3 episodes.
Yeah, I've
But-
watched them all.
Mabini and I have both watched them. Frank hasn't watched anything, but he never does, so who cares?
Yeah, the only media I consume that is like not video game media
He
has
is
been
anime.
Harry Potter audiobooks
Yeah.
and a Skeleton in Another World the anime is
Yep.
the only other media that I consume.
What have you been thinking of the show so far, Mabini?
I was excited when it came out, and over time I've been getting more and more disappointed.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa, why? Without spoiling.
Well, so I think that Ewan McGregor does a great job as Obi-Wan, as he's always done. I think that a lot of the writing is very lazy, dialogue's pretty garbage, and not enough character development.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the bad guy. I think it's interesting the way they tell the story.
Right.
I don't think that it's really been in the oven long enough.
It's been in the oven for a long time.
But it doesn't mean they've been working on it.
No. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say I fully disagree, but I will say that my hype went from not really hyped at all to pretty hyped as the episodes have been going on. I think that I think each episode has gotten stronger and stronger, in my opinion.
Yeah.
More and more interesting.
The third episode, I wasn't. Watching it, I was like, it's going down a path that I don't really want it to go down.
Whoa, what's that? Oh,
I
suppose
don't
you can't
want
spoil
it. Yeah, I don't really want it to sort of.
Do you want to say it and Stephanie can beep it out?
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Actually, I was just thinking about it. As relevant and cool as Obi-Wan currently is, I think considering the show is only halfway through, and we try and avoid spoilers where possible, except for when Mabini spoils the ending of Sonic 2. I think that maybe what we'll talk about instead is the other thing that Mabini has been watching, which is every other Star Wars film.
Yes.
So Mabini has a big list, and by list I mean
Do you want?
essay.
Do you want me to read it, or are you going to?
What would you rather?
I think it'd be easy if you read it.
Okay. So Mabini's watched a bunch. Well, you can tell him at least the friggin' backstory.
Yeah, so we've been talking a lot about Star Wars recently in the last session of Need for Speed,
Yeah, only a little bit.
and so I thought, I'm not 100% certain about my opinions of these Star Wars movies, so I'm gonna go back and watch them again. I watched The Last Jedi first.
Mm-hmm.
I now have a new opinion of The Last Jedi.
Okay.
And then I went and started watching the prequels again, and then I started watching the original trilogy again.
Okay. Would you like me to start reading off of this, and you can interject where you want?
Yep.
So remember, guys, this is Mabini's words. This is not my thoughts
Yeah,
and opinions.
I-
I'm literally reading off of his essay he's written here.
Yeah.
I'll do it in his voice. The Last Jedi. Opening theme was great. Want to elaborate on that, mister?
Opening scene.
Yeah.
Like sort of doing the thing, but I just think it's really cool that you see Poe in his spaceship trying to take down the First Order.
I literally don't even remember the opening theme.
I thought it was cool that they're like, he's the jump in a spaceship and blow up stuff guy, but when he does that, he causes people a lot of danger, and a lot of people died in his big risky assault, and he didn't do what he was told, and so they took his command away from him, and so he wasn't in charge anymore of leading the assaults. And then they get to a stage, oh, we're being attacked. Oh, okay, then, well, you can go and jump in a spaceship and blow stuff up. And then his ship gets blown up, and then he can't. And so I really love that, because it just gives you time to sit down with him and find out what kind of a person he is.
It gives his character kind of...
Yeah, he gets the best character development in the whole movie. Apart from Kylo Ren.
Now, Frank, you said you hadn't watched The Last Jedi, correct?
No, I have not watched any of those movies.
Alright, cool. So you can throw in your random, unbased opinions as you like. Okay. Awkward humor and the Dreadnought crew gave realism to the First Order and space combat.
Yeah, I felt like it was like, this is like the real world you're experiencing, where you've got
And
This is what it would really be like if you lived in the Star Wars universe.
when you say awkward humor, is that like an endearing thing, or?
Yeah, so in the first scene, Poe's talking to Scary Weedbag, whatever his name is, and the leader of the First Order, and he pretends to have like technical difficulties and he can't hear him, and it's just funny like that. It's a message from Leia about his mother or something like that, just like taunting him.
Right.
I found that really amusing. The other part of that scene that added the realism is that there's other commanders in the First Order that don't entirely agree with the Supreme Leader, or with Weedy Dickbag or whatever I called him. Like, just the guy in the Dreadnought is saying, or the guy at the command of the Dreadnought is saying, "This guy's an idiot, he's dragging us into a big mess." And I thought that was great.
A lot of dialogue comes across as unnatural, especially between Rose and Finn when they both realize that they are First Order spaceship nerds.
Yeah. There's a lot like unnatural lines like that. But they're like, because every spaceship has a thingy-thingmo, and they both say it at the same time, and I'm like, this is stupid. It's not a thing that anyone ever says, ever. Not even, like, people don't say the same thing at the same time that often, and in movies it happens way too often.
That's true.
And it happened in The Last Jedi, and they keep trying to force this connection.
Well, you're
between
always
Rose
about
and Finn.
realism in films and things, aren't you? You
Yeah.
want things to be as realistic as possible.
Basically.
I didn't like Rey much except when she's in the dark place at Luke's Island and tries to find out who she is.
Yeah, I thought that bit was cool. Apart from that, she's annoying. She's always like, you have to do this and you have to...
I remember also liking that bit. Her absolute insistence that Luke will go with her to save the day is annoying. Luke's turn away from the Jedi is great. The explanation even better. Chewbacca and the penguin things were hilarious.
Yeah, I thought they were funny as...
Canto
I was about to-
cool.
I was about to
Sorry.
interject with my uninformed opinion. That's the only good part of the new movies.
The
The
Porgs.
Chewbacca and the porgs. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one says Canto Bite is cool. Which is funny because I remember when the film came out, where everyone was fighting about it, everyone unanimously agreed that they disliked Canto Bite, I should say.
Yeah.
But you like it.
I like parts of it, I don't like it entirely.
It says it reminded you of the civil scenes on Coruscant in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. It's like, this is normal life in Star Wars. Like, it's normal civilian life, and I like seeing that. Because you don't see a lot of it. A lot of what you see in Star Wars is the fighting and the downtrodden and the...
I suppose, but what you're seeing is also like the elites. You're not seeing like day-to-day life, you're seeing like the 1%ers.
Yeah.
The evil money twirling, mustache twirling 1%ers.
No. The evil money twirlers. They take their dollar bills and they twirl them into mustaches.
Yeah, exactly.
The mustache twirlers.
Has anyone ever made a character like that? Is like a Richie Rich Moneybags kind of guy, but his mustache is made out of money?
I mean, probably at some point, right?
Some point,
I feel like-
for instance, in the next episode, just for the quarter of my. Yep, all right, bye.